Hi Soapies, Sherry here from Misty Dimness AMD soap. And a quick apology for the fan in the background, but it is another stinking hot day and I have soap that I have got to get made, so we're just going to make the best of it. So today I have a couple special things going on in my Vampire Bites soap. So the first thing is we are going to be using these Melt and Pour Vampire Teeth Embeds. I found this mold, I think it was last Halloween at the Dollar Tree, and it's just a little ice cube mold and it worked perfectly for melt and pour. You can see my teeth aren't spot on perfect, but that's okay. My customers kind of like that somebody made this feel to my soaps. Another special ingredient that we have in our soap today is coconut milk, which I have already added to the oils. Also in the oils I have our fragrance, which is Nature's Garden Bite Me. Instead of using my usual kaolin clay in my lye solution, I am using French pink clay because I have like 2 pounds of this from New Directions Aromatics, and I need to use this up. I need to clear up some ingredient shelf space in my soap lab. So those are the things that we are using. We are also using for colors pitch black mica from Micas and More, and then which I haven't pre-mixed with glycerin yet. I don't know, I had a brain fart when I was mixing my colors. And then ripe berry mica also from Micas and More, and this is pre-mixed in glycerin. And then titanium dioxide, water soluble, pre-mixed in water. So those are going to be our colors. We're going to do a drop swirl and then put our teeth embed on top. So I'm going to give this, these are my oils, and I did microwave them slightly because it must have gotten a little cooler here during the night, so my oils had solidified, so I did melt them up a little bit in the microwave. And then I have added my fragrance oil and my coconut milk to this. I'm going to give it a quick zhuzh. Okay, so now that we have zhuzhed this, we are ready to add our lye solution, and you will see how pink my lye solution is. That's from the French pink clay. This is a really small batch of soap. It's just another 4-bar. This is for my Soap of the Month Club again. I only have 4 people in it. I recently changed up how I do my subscription to it, so I only run it at certain times of the year, so I am not making extra soaps and then having to carry those in stock and try to sell them. It was making my Soap of the Month Club become not profitable, so I needed to change that. So I'm doing a lot of small batch soaps. When it comes to like my next opening, which will run January through June, that one will be larger because I typically get an increase for people wanting to gift the Soap of the Month Club for Christmas. So I'm going to give this a quick zhuzh, get us up to a light emulsion, hopefully, because I need to do a drop swirl with this, and I'll bring you back after we've colored our. So here are our colors. This is the ripe berry mica. I do have a little bit of white in there from where I scraped off this spatula, but it's fine. It's all going into a drop swirl, so it doesn't really matter in my opinion. So that's our ripe berry. It was a little hard to get some of the true colors that I wanted because of that French pink clay, but we're going to work with it. So this is the white. You can see it's a little peachy looking. I'm thinking that will cure out as the soap dries. It'll get whiter. My soap recipe does cure really white, so that should hopefully help it. And this is our black. And this is my short loaf mold. You can see I already marked off where I need to put my embeds, or where the bars are, so I can place my embeds. And I'm just going to go ahead and start pouring. And this is the fun part where I have to figure out how to pour this so you guys can see it best. Obviously I didn't stop and adjust the angle. So here's our pink. I'm going to save a little bit because I might want to run a little bit of a drop swirl, or a little bit more of pink into our drop swirl. And here goes our white. And it looks like it's thickening up quite quickly here, and it is hot in this room. So that might be contributing to it. So I may grab a gear tie and do a quick hanger swirl through this too, just to kind of get the feel that I want for this soap. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job checking to see what y'all can see. Yeah, I think we're going to have to change pace a little bit and do a little bit of a hanger swirl through this, and it'll be fine. I haven't quite mastered the consistency, especially with my coconut milk recipe, for where I need to stop mixing to get a drop swirl. And especially right now when I'm playing with lye concentrations. Oops. And I am a messy soaper. Speaking of lye concentration, I did soap today at 29%. I'm going to scrape that off into there. So it's a little runnier than like the last soap that I made for the YouTube collab. We're just going to plop that all in there. And I'm not going to worry about doing a fancy top because that embed is going to take up most of my space, and it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. So once I get all of this into the mold, we're gonna have a little streaking on this peachy white color here. Anyways, what was I saying about lye concentration? Oh yeah, because I'm changing up my lye concentration, or playing with it a little bit more. My recipe is reacting differently. Usually I can get a drop swirl with my coconut milk soaps, but not since I started switching up lye concentration. My recipe is 65% hard oils. So there's that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bang this on the floor. So this is just a gear tie. You can buy these at like Walmart. In the, I think it's in the camping or the automotive aisle or something. I don't know. Chris was actually the one who found these for me. And Chris, just in case you don't know, is my Sparky. He does crazy welding things that are really cool with mostly horseshoes. Ooh, this is swirling nice. I like this. And I'm going to come back around through it. This actually felt really good for swirling. I'm going to go ahead and bang this one more time, and then we will do something with that top. Grab a bamboo skewer here, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of a swirl. I'm not going to get too crazy or concerned about it, because the embeds are going to go on top. If you saw my YouTube collab with the apple embeds, you guys know I'm not the best at placing embeds. So I'm going to cheat a little bit and use two bamboo skewers. I don't think this is, I think the embed is too big enough, or too big. Oh, I'm a little off screen. Sorry about that, guys. I think the embed is too big to go on there that way, so I'm gonna try, hopefully this is solid enough to kind of hold it a little bit at an angle. And I suppose if I were a little bit more creative and a little bit more thoughtful about my soap making and soap look, I would have left a little bit of pink to sink those teeth into, so it would look like blood was coming out of those vampire teeth. But well, I'm not. So, you know, these things always occur to me after after I do these things. So we're gonna do these guys. I'm trying not to leave them too far up so that it's cumbersome to use. I'm a little bit concerned. Oop, this guy right here has to go over a bit. So we're gonna use our bamboo skewer to maybe see if we can push him over just a skosh. Just stay there. What was I talking about? Oh boy, I lost track of myself again. Man, I tell you, those people who have a train of thought make me jealous, because I'm pretty sure all I have is a caboose. I do not have a whole train of thought. It's just one little lonely car on one really big wide open track. Alright, oops, and that guy I think needs to pop up a little bit. And okay, so he's not the prettiest. Oh boy, we're gonna have to do some work to get him going here. If you like watching me mess around trying to make soap, please subscribe, like, and comment my channel. You can also check me out at Soapies and Sparkies on Instagram. You can check me out at Soapies and Sparkies on Facebook. It's a Facebook group mostly for promoting and keeping people in touch with my business. And if you like any of the soaps that I made, you can find them on my website, amdsoap.com. Be sure to check it out. I do have a blog there. I do post what kind of soaps I'm using in my personal shower randomly. I don't have any kind of set schedule for that. And I'm just going to keep dinking around with this guy. So, y'all stay soapy friends.